the great American establishment, one of the pillars of America. I am an Aussie, right? But when I think of America, there is many things that I think of when it comes to mind. Whenever I think of America, I think of freedom, guns, and goddamn Hooters is one of them. But sadly, today it has been announced that supposedly Hooters is actually preparing to file for bankruptcy after shuttering dozens of... Is that meant to say like shutting down, shuttering? I just feel like it's a bad use of that word. It should be after shutting down dozens of stores in 2024, report says. So, like I said, Hooters has been a massive establishment within America since the 80s. And Hooters was founded on like one core element. Let's be honest, all right? Hooters was founded on one core element, and that was the sexualization of the waitresses. That's what it was. That was its main appeal. Now, from what I have heard, apparently Hooters wings are actually pretty good. I've never been to America, but I have, I do keep up to date with American culture and, the internet and stuff like that. And I have heard about people going to Hooters and all that kind of stuff, obviously. And I have heard their wings are actually pretty decent. There's probably some other places that you could go to. Maybe they have better wings. But you know what? If you're a single dude and it's a Sunday in America, you want to go watch the game and you're like, yep, boys, let's go get some wings. Let's go watch some football. You know what? We're going to fucking Hooters. Yep, they got some good girls. I know one of the chicks, she's hot. Let's go over. That's what it was for. And whether you agree or disagree with the sexualization of the way waitresses were, I mean, even the women that were hired there, they knew about the way that the company worked. They knew the outfits and all that kind of stuff. So if you're getting hired there, there is obviously any dude who's going there shouldn't be touching people or anything like that. You shouldn't be trying to squeeze girls' asses or grab their titties or anything like that. Obviously not. I'm not saying that, the girl should be fine with being completely sexually harassed. But I mean, it's all about the sex appeal. That's what it was for. That was its main brilliant. Like, it wasn't like, come down the Hooters. We got some great ass wings and the football will be on the screen. It's no, come down the Hooters, grab some wings and watch the football while the waitresses walk around in V-cut with their titties and their ass hanging out just a little bit. That's what it was for. But I think one of the reasons why, and a lot of people are obviously speculating the reasons why that Hooters has kind of started to decline over the past few years and started to lead away and started to now eventually lead to bankruptcy. And a lot of people are blaming it on DEI. Now, Hooters, even ever since, this isn't just a recent thing either. Even in the early days, even in the 2000s, Hooters has always copped a lot of backlash about their hiring practices and when it came to their sexualization of their waitresses. But like I said, is that was just a part of Hooters. If you didn't want to be sexualized whatsoever as a waitress, then definitely there's so many other, food and beverage companies that you could easily get a job with and not just Hooters. But when it came to the way that they hired people, obviously they're going to hire the most sexy girls out there. That's what they were doing. They had to. That's just the way the company worked. But in recent times, they started to go away from this. And I saw a couple photos making its ways around on Twitter to make examples of this. Now, there was one of them that isn't actually Hooters employees. There was this one here with a whole bunch of, fat women standing outside of Hooters where people were saying that these were Hooters employees. They weren't. This was actually a Halloween, they were doing a Halloween costume, but they were actually almost protesting against the way Hooters was hiring and saying that more plus-size women should be able to be in Hooters, which I always say, no. That's not what the establishment is for. But then I also saw this photo as well making its ways around, which is definitely a real photo. And then I mean the three girls, all right, the three young women, very cute. The one on the right, Jesus Christ, you go to Hooters, you see that, and you're like, I'm fucking tipping today, we're buying extra wings. What is with the other two? What the fuck is Hooters doing? Is this what it has come down to? Supposedly, this is what it's been doing in recent times. And this, to me, it's got to be one of the reasons for the Hooters decline. Is that they caved into this DEI, because I searched up as well and it says Hooters has faced lawsuits alleging discrimination in hiring practices, including gender and race discrimination. The company has made efforts to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in its workplace. Now, when it comes to race, I think that you should not discriminate in that, because apparently there was this massive lawsuit as well where it says skin tone is subjective. Hooters reaches $250,000 settlement after management expressed preference for white servers who they claim were more presentable than black girls. Now, I think that right there should be not stand for, because Hooters is built, the sex appeal. And there are a lot of black women out there that are extremely sexy and deserve to have jobs at Hooters, without a doubt. I've seen many black girls. Like you saw in that photo where there was those two creatures standing in between those three girls, and that girl in the middle was black, and she was a cute girl. 100%. Yep, you walk into Hooters, you see her, you're like, yep, we're buying some extra wings today, boys. 100%. But I mean, when they start concentrating on diversity and equity and inclusion in their hiring, I mean, obviously it's going to decline, because like I said, people don't go to Hooters. And you can say that like, oh, it's good that Hooters is out because, it's past its time now. Sexualization of the waitresses shouldn't be a thing. And if you say that, I say that's absolutely fair enough. If you think that Hooters should die, I think that's fair. I'm just giving you reasons of why it did die. Like, it was built on the sex appeal. And if you go away from that sex appeal, of course it's gonna die. If you go away from the legit thing that the company was fucking built on, of course it's gonna die off. Of course. If you literally go away from the one thing that was built on, well, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? You think that your business is gonna be able to sustain? No. No, you can't be doing that. You can't just be like, we're getting so much backlash for not hiring fat and ugly women. So that's what we're going to start doing, even though the company's built on hiring beautiful women that draw in men to get them to spend more money and tip a lot more. Of course fucking not. And the thing is, when it comes to like gender, I've heard that they started to hire dudes as well. Listen, man, like why? Why? Unless there's just a Hooters that's like, it's this singled out Hooters, and it's literally specifically like femboy Hooters. You know what? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I feel like that's fair. You want a singled out femboy Hooters. I feel like that would do well. I feel like you'd get girls going there as well. You get some girls that'd be like, I want to see some cute little femboys. You know what? That's absolutely fine. But if you're a dude and you walk into a Hooters and you see me in like, in my top, right? And my V-neck with my shorts on, I come up to you like this, you're going to walk straight out. You're going to go like, I came here for wings, football, and sexy women, and I got this buff dude in shorts coming up to me. Of course you're going to walk out. Why the hell would you want that? It doesn't surprise me that Hooters is filing for bankruptcy with all these things, but it is sad. It is. Hooters was... It's a famed establishment. It is. It is, and it's sad to see that it's gone. I haven't been yet to visit America. One day I would like to visit America, and I would have liked to go to Hooters. So if Hooters does go bankrupt and they close all their stores by the time I'm able to visit America, it will be sad. But there is one way. There is one way and one woman that can save Hooters. They need to bring in Sydney Sweeney as an advertisement. Bring her on. We all saw the SNL skit. We all saw it. We did. And this person right here is right. Where it says, I'm buying every wing in Hooters if Sydney Sweeney is my waitress. 100%. Bring her on. Market the company with Sydney. And you'll get people back. Right? Start hiring sexy ass women. You'll get people back. That's all you need to do. I'm telling you. That's it. Bring her in. Bring her in for the advertisement. You'll get people back. But I'd definitely like to hear what you guys think about this down below. Do you think that Hooters is past its time as well? Do you think that it's time that, like, it's gone and it's died? Or do you think that they should go back to what it was founded on and keep Hooters alive? But let me know what you guys think about all this down below. It'll be it from me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.